Happy Saturday, everyone. Welcome to Super Saturday Live with me, Legendary Alex Cardinale. Welcome to the first Saturday Live of November 2022. November is the month to be thankful. November is Thanksgiving month. And on every Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale in November, there will be Thanksgiving facts and Thanksgiving topics. Tonight, I'm going to help you prepare for your Thanksgiving dinner in 3 weeks by giving you some amazing Thanksgiving dinner tips. I will help you host a great Thanksgiving dinner. I have an action-packed show coming your way tonight. Who is going to be the mystery guest tonight to fill in for the original scheduled guest? It's going to be an unconventional, unique, and unorthodox guest, but I can guarantee you he is going to have you guys laughing. You'll find out the mystery guest later on in the show. Chef Alex is going to show you how to make delicious pumpkin whoopie pies just in time for Thanksgiving in 3 weeks. Aqua Alex discusses the Pearl Gourami. WWE fan Alex Cardinale will review and recap Crown Jewel that happened earlier this afternoon, plus 10 funny videos and much, much more, including an appearance by Tweety the Blue and Gold Macaw, who is going to go over what's tweeting later on in the show. That's why today's show is a Super Saturday Live, because I've got a lot going on tonight. So I want to thank everyone that's watching this video, whether you're watching it live or you're catching the replay of today's video. Do you have questions you want me to answer? If you do, post them in the comments below and I will answer them. Do you have topics you want me to discuss? I'll discuss anything you want. Just let me know in the comments. And as always, you can share your thoughts on the topics that I have in the comments below. With that being said, let's go ahead and get this show started. And we're going to start with some Thanksgiving facts. And here is the first Thanksgiving fact. The first Thanksgiving was celebrated in 1621 over a 3-day harvest festival. Yes, that's right. The first Thanksgiving was celebrated in 1621. It included 50 pilgrims, 90 Wampanoag Indians, and it lasted 3 days. It is believed by historians that only 5 women were present. It's time for our second Thanksgiving fact. Thanksgiving fact number 2. Turkey was not on the menu at the first Thanksgiving. Venison, duck, goose, oysters, lobster, eel, and fish were likely served alongside pumpkins and cranberries. So that was what served at the very first Thanksgiving. Are you guys and gals ready for Turkey Day in just 3 weeks? Man, this year sure as hell flew by. Now it is time for our very first segment. It is time for Today in History. So it's time for this Saturday in history. Today is Saturday, November 5th, the 309th day of 2022. There are 56 days left in 2022. Today's highlight in history. On November 5th, 2009, a shooting rampage at the Fort Hood Army Post in Texas left 13 people dead. Major Nadal Hassan, an Army psychiatrist, was later convicted of murder and sentenced to death. As of today, no execution date has been set. On this date, in 1912, Democrat Woodrow Wilson was elected president, defeating Progressive Party candidate Theodore Roosevelt, incumbent Republican William Howard Taft, and socialist Eugene Debs. In 1940, President Franklin D. Roosevelt won an unprecedented third term in office as he defeated Republican challenger Wendell Willkie. In 1968, Republican Richard M. Nixon won the presidency, defeating Democratic Vice President Hubert Humphrey and American independent candidate George Wallace. On this day in 1974, Democrat Ella Grasso was elected governor of Connecticut, becoming the first woman to win a gubernatorial office without succeeding her husband. In 1992, Malice Green, a black motorist, died after he was struck in the head 14 times with a flashlight by a Detroit police officer, Larry Nevers, outside a suspected crack house. Nevers and his partner, Walter Buns, were found guilty of second-degree murder, but the convictions were overturned. They were later convicted of involuntary manslaughter. In 1994, former President Ronald Reagan disclosed he had Alzheimer's disease. On this day in 2006, Saddam Hussein was convicted and sentenced by the Iraqi High Tribunal to hang for crimes against humanity. In 2007, Hollywood writers began a 3-month strike, forcing late-night talk shows to immediately start airing reruns. In 2011, former Penn State defensive coordinator Jerry Sandusky, accused of molesting 8 boys, was arrested and released on a $100,000 bail after being arraigned on 40 criminal counts. Sandusky, the pedophile, was later convicted and sentenced to 30 to 60 years in prison for the sexual abuse of 10 boys over a 15-year period. 10 years ago on this day in 2012, on the eve of the presidential election, President Barack Obama and Republican challenger Mitt Romney held rallies 7 miles apart in Columbus, Ohio. Also, 10 years ago, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled a South Carolina sheriff's office could be held liable for attorney's fees for stopping abortion protesters who wanted to hold up signs showing aborted fetuses. 5 years ago, a gunman armed with an assault rifle opened fire in a small South Texas church, killing more than 24 people. The shooter, Devin Patrick Kelly, was later found dead in a vehicle after he was shot and chased by 2 men who heard the gunfire. An autopsy revealed that he died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Also, 5 years ago on this day, President Donald Trump arrived in Japan for the start of a 12-day, 5-country Asian trip. And just last year on this day in 2021, a crush of fans during a performance by rapper Travis Scott at a Houston music festival left 10 people dead as people were squeezed so tightly they couldn't breathe. The House gave final congressional approval to a bipartisan $1 trillion infrastructure plan with money for roads, bridges, ports, the power grid, broadband internet, and more. That is this Saturday in history, November 5th. Here is today's birthdays. Actor Sam Page is 47. Actor Sebastian Arcelus is 46. Actor Luke Hemsworth is 42. Actor Annette Ma Hindrew is 37. Rock musician Kevin Jonas of the Jonas Brothers is 35. And actor Landon Jimenez is 19 years old. I would like to wish anyone celebrating a birthday today, celebrating a birthday this past week, or anyone celebrating a birthday this upcoming week, a happy and healthy birthday. So to anyone celebrating a birthday this past week, today, or this upcoming week, I hope you have a legendary birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday
to you. That's funny. All right, so let's get to our Thanksgiving topic for this week's show. This week's Thanksgiving topic is going to be about planning for Thanksgiving dinner. Can you believe Thanksgiving is just 3 weeks away? Are you ready for Turkey Day? Well, I sure am, because I love a good roasted turkey. So here are my tips for planning for a perfect Thanksgiving dinner. I'm going to give you tips for the weeks prior and the days prior to Thanksgiving. So here are my tips for the weeks prior to Thanksgiving. The first tip is to create the guest list. Know who's coming to your house for Thanksgiving. Invite your friends and your family. But the most important thing to know is how many people will be coming over for dinner at your house on Thanksgiving, so that you'll know how much food to get and how much food to prepare. Also, weeks prior to Thanksgiving, that is the easiest time to buy the Thanksgiving products you will need. So, for example, you can buy the canned cranberry sauce early. You can buy the beverages early. You can buy the Thanksgiving plates and silverware early. Buy as much early stuff you need for Thanksgiving as quickly as you can, because people who wait last minute may miss out on cranberry sauce, canned olives, or the other stuff that is essential for Thanksgiving dinner. Next up, brainstorm menu ideas. Now is the perfect time to think about what you want to make for Thanksgiving. Do you want to do a traditional Thanksgiving dinner where you have turkey and all the fixings? Or do you want to do an elevated Thanksgiving dinner where you have like a buffet style, where you have the roasted turkey, you might have a ham or a prime rib, and some other elaborate sides? And you'll also decide what desserts you're going to have for Thanksgiving. So now is the time to brainstorm your menu ideas, and that's what I'm doing currently. Currently, I'm trying to plan out what I'm going to be making for Thanksgiving, not only for dinner, but also for dessert, because I end up cooking 90% of the Thanksgiving dinner each and every year. And I do it because I really enjoy cooking. So right now, I'm planning on what I'm going to be making for Thanksgiving. Now, if you do not want to take on the full responsibility of all the cooking and baking, then you can assign your guest to do some cooking and baking. Now would be the time to inform your guests that you want them to be a part of the cooking and baking. Let them know you want them to make a side dish, or at the very least to bring a dessert. Also, 2 or 3 weeks prior to Thanksgiving is the best time to shop for basics. Basics, like I said, would be the paper plates, the silverware, the soda, the beverages, the alcohol, etc. 2 or 3 weeks prior to Thanksgiving would also be the best time to think about the turkey. What kind of turkey are you going to make this year? Are you going to do a rotisserie turkey, which is basically a roasted turkey? Are you going to do a deep fried turkey? Are you going to brine your turkey? That's what you should think about 2 or 3 weeks prior to Thanksgiving. Also, 2 or 3 weeks prior to Thanksgiving, that is the perfect time to put up Thanksgiving decorations. 2 weeks prior to Thanksgiving is the perfect time to retire your spooky Halloween hangings and put up cozy fall decor. A few harvest scents will make your home feel festive for company. Also, a few weeks prior to Thanksgiving is the perfect time to practice new recipes. If you're feeling nervous about preparing the meal, do a test run. See how the new recipe tastes. And if it's good, then you can make it for Thanksgiving. A few days before Thanksgiving, finish up your Thanksgiving shopping list. That means finishing up your Thanksgiving grocery run. This will help you out a lot in the long run, as you'll save yourself a lot of time between rushing to the grocery store and doing a last minute shopping the day before Thanksgiving. So, a few days before Thanksgiving, that is when you should do your last minute Thanksgiving grocery shopping. Also, tidy up the house. Get it ready for company. Make it look nice. Also, a few days before Thanksgiving, that is when you should defrost the turkey. Take your turkey out of the freezer, put it in the fridge, and let it defrost for a couple of days prior to Thanksgiving. Also, a few days prior to Thanksgiving, you should confirm with your guest that they are still coming and that they are still bringing an appetizer, a side dish, or a dessert. That way, you'll know if you need to make something else or assign another guest something to bring. And now, the day before Thanksgiving. Remember, Thanksgiving is a crazy busy time of year. So, the day before Thanksgiving, you should make a checklist. Thanksgiving Day is busy enough. Ensure you don't miss a thing by making an up to date list the day before. Include all the dishes you're making and items guests are bringing, and note important times like when the turkey should go in the oven. Chill beverages the day before Thanksgiving. Serving champagne at your dinner? Well, you better get those bottles plus juices and sodas in the fridge so they are cool by the time company comes. Season the turkey. For a flavorful turkey, you can season it the day before. The longer the seasoning sits in the turkey, the more flavorful the turkey will be. Set the table. Yep, set the table for Thanksgiving the day before the big day. Arrange all the dinnerware, silverware, and stemware. Then make sure there's enough space for all the serving dishes you'll be putting out tomorrow on Thanksgiving Day. Rearrange as needed. And also, what I do the day before Thanksgiving is to bake the desserts fresh. Make homemade desserts the day prior to Thanksgiving. That way, the desserts will be very, very fresh. And next week, I will know for sure what I'm going to be making for Thanksgiving. That's right, next week, right here on Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale, I'm going to let the entire world know what I am making for Thanksgiving. I'm going to reveal to all of you what I am making for Thanksgiving next Saturday here on Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. And that is this week's Thanksgiving topic. All right. Are you guys ready for a mystery? Do you guys and gals that watch my YouTube channel like surprises? Last week's surprise mystery guest was Kevin Cumberton from Tangled Up in Cichlids. This week's surprise guest is not as big. He's not a celebrity like that, but he is well known for this time of year, and he is a very unorthodox, unique character, to say the least. It's time for our very fun mystery guest for this week's episode of Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. Unfortunately, our guest that was scheduled for tonight could not be here, but guess what? Yours truly, the legendary Alex Cardinale, came up with a great substitute. It is now time for our guest interview. Well, I hope you're ready for some laughs because our guest tonight is quite the character. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I am the very first talk show to have a talking turkey as a special guest. Yes, you heard me right. Our special guest tonight, in time for Thanksgiving, is a talking turkey. Am I crazy? Maybe. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our special mystery guest, Tom the Talking Turkey. Now, my first question for you, Tom the Talking Turkey, is what do you think about being a guest on tonight's episode of Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale?
I'm honored and excited to be here with you, Alex. I've been watching your videos for quite some time now. You put a lot of hard work, dedication, and time into them. You should really have no haters or people who dislike your videos. If you do, tell them to fuck off and suck on my turkey nuts. All kidding aside, I know how much work it takes to make videos for everyone. So I for one want to say I appreciate you and everything you do.
Well, thank you, Tom the Talking Turkey. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much for filling in on such short notice. I think you're going to be a great guest, and I think all my fans are going to appreciate you here on the show today. So, Tom the Turkey, what do you think about me, legendary Alex Cardinale?
I think you're a great person, Alex. You have a good job at Sprouts, have excellent customer service skills, have a good YouTube channel, and are a great fish keeper and cook.
Yes, I am, Tom the Turkey. I definitely agree with you on that. So thank you very much. So, Tom, what should people know about turkeys like yourself?
Well, Alex, turkeys are large birds native to North America, so in theory I live in the United States just like you. Males of both turkey species have a distinctive fleshy wattle, called a snood, that hangs from the top of the beak. They are among the largest birds in their ranges. As with many large ground-feeding birds, the male is bigger and much more colorful than the female. Just like humans, males are more sexier than females. The earliest turkeys evolved in North America over 20 million years ago. They share a recent common ancestor with grouse, pheasants, and other fowl. The wild turkey species is the ancestor of the domestic turkey, which was domesticated approximately 2,000 years ago.
Thank you, Tom the Turkey. That was a great answer. I learned a lot about turkeys there. So, Tom the Turkey, what are your thoughts about turkeys being killed and eaten for Thanksgiving?
Come on now, Alex. I've been nothing but nice to you and you bring this shit up. That's blasphemy, you fat piece of shit. Why did you bring me on here to embarrass me? Our turkeys are killed by the millions just to feed you fat obese American people for Thanksgiving. Turkeys are sacred animals and deserve better. I should kick you in the nuts for even thinking of asking me this question. You're lucky I can't walk to Florida. The best thing I can do is to tell you to fuck off in turkey. Gobble gobble gobble. You fat fuck. You will most likely be eating my brethren this Thanksgiving. But I guess the rumors are true. You do like nuts and men.
Well, that's terrible, Tom. I didn't expect you to have an answer like that. I didn't mean to offend you, Tom the Turkey. That's funny. So, why should we pardon turkeys? In other words, why should we let turkeys be free?
Well, I apologize for going off on a tantrum there, Alex. You have to understand us turkeys are sacred animals, and to see so many of my brothers and sisters on dinner plates of millions of Americans, it just drives me insane. Sometimes I want to hit all the American people on the head with that roasting pan they use to roast my brothers and sisters. Some of you Americans need to be hit on the head. Nowadays, you have men trying to be women and women trying to be men. In my day, if you had a penis you're a man, and if you have boobies and a vagina you're a woman. I digress. But the presidents that pardon turkeys are the true heroes of Thanksgiving.
I'm definitely not going to argue with you on that one. That is very, very true. So that brings me to my next question for you. What are your thoughts on Thanksgiving? In other words, do you like or not like Thanksgiving?
Well, apart from turkeys being killed and eaten, I think Thanksgiving is a great concept. Any day that you can spend with family to show your love and appreciation for all the things you have in life is good. So I love Thanksgiving. I treat my family to prime rib on Thanksgiving and sometimes a roasted chicken too. Us turkeys can't stand those chickens. They can be such cocks. Ops, did I say that out loud?
That's a good one, Tom the Turkey. All right, so my last question for you, Tom the Turkey. Do you have any last words before I eat you this Thanksgiving?
You won't be eating me on Thanksgiving. I live far away from the domesticated turkeys. However, I'm trying to keep my cool. Do not say that again. I don't want to kick your ass because you invited me to be a guest in celebration of Thanksgiving season. However, in all fairness, turkeys are eaten on that day. As long as it's not my brother or sister or my family, you can eat turkey. Maybe you'll enjoy my ex-wife and her husband. I'm sure they'll be nice and salty. They love having sex every night, so when they get killed they may have some saltiness left in them. Happy Thanksgiving!
That was a good one. Well, Tom the Talking Turkey, I want to thank you so much for being a guest here on such short notice. My current guest couldn't make the show tonight, so I'm glad you're here, and I will be happy to spread your message this Thanksgiving. Let's not eat turkeys. But happy Thanksgiving, Tom the Turkey, and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Alex, for having me on the show. It's been an honor. I hope everyone watching enjoyed our fun chat. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving, Alex. Can I please get your pumpkin whoopie pie recipe? They are to die for, so damn delicious.
Thank you, Tom the Turkey, and thank you for being an awesome mystery guest tonight here on Super Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. And it's funny you bring up my pumpkin whoopie pies, because now it's time to make those delicious pumpkin whoopie pies. And now we're going to welcome Chef Alex Cardinale to the show. And Chef Alex is going to show you how to make the delicious pumpkin whoopie pies. The recipe will be posted in the comments of today's video. Enjoy, and I hope you try these delicious pumpkin whoopie pies.
Video.
Today we're doing pumpkin whoopie pies, and if you don't know what a whoopie pie is, it's basically a cookie sandwiched together with some filling. It was made in New England, and there's a whole bunch of flavors of whoopie pies. Pumpkin today we're doing, there's red velvet, and a whole bunch. But today we're doing pumpkin whoopie pies, which is a classic fall treat, perfect for Halloween and Thanksgiving. So I'm going to go over some of the ingredients. I already have them measured out, so I'll make it simple enough for the video. We need 2 cups of brown sugar, a half cup of white sugar, 1 cup of oil. Those are all of our ingredients that we're going to be using to make this delicious dessert. And you're going to need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So those are all the ingredients that we're going to be using to make pumpkin whoopie pie. So before we start, I should note that you want to use pure pumpkin, not pumpkin pie mix. You want to use pure pumpkin.
Alright, so we finally made the pumpkin whoopie pies, and this is my first time ever trying this. This is what it looks like. It looks really good. It actually looks like, you know, Oreo made the fudge thing with cream in it. Yeah. Well, we'll see how this tastes now. This tastes very good. Yeah, I honestly thought, I thought it was not good. It was gonna be okay, but it's actually very good. Like, I really like the 9.5 or 10. It's really good. since Alex makes them every year, I guess we'll still try to see his reaction. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
The best part is the filling.
The best, yeah, it is really
I
good.
like the filling the best. All right, so as you can see, those pumpkin whoopie pies look absolutely delicious. I make them every year for Thanksgiving, and I will be making them again this year for Thanksgiving as well. The recipe, like I said, will be posted in the comments of today's YouTube video and also on my Facebook page, the Legendary Alex Cardinale. So make sure you check out the comments of today's video and also my Facebook page, the Legendary Alex Cardinale. Well, on top of being an excellent baker, I am also a WWE fan. And earlier today, WWE aired its Crown Jewel pay-per-view from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And let me tell you, Crown Jewel was off the hook. It was a really good pay-per-view. And I'm going to go on the record and say that Crown Jewel this year was much, much better than last year's Crown Jewel. And last year's Crown Jewel was a great event as well. But this year's event had a lot more action, a lot more extreme action, and was a lot more exciting in my personal opinion. I really enjoyed WWE Crown Jewel. Now, last night here on my YouTube channel, the Legendary Alex Cardinale, I did my Crown Jewel pre-show. Go check that out by going to my playlist, Pro Wrestling 101, to see what my Crown Jewel predictions were. But I can guarantee you I was right on many of the Crown Jewel predictions. But again, to see my Crown Jewel predictions, just go to my playlist, Pro Wrestling 101, and you can see my Crown Jewel pre-show and get my predictions from Crown Jewel. So let's go over the results from WWE Crown Jewel 2022. Brock Lesnar defeated Bobby Lashley. Damage Control defeated Alexa Bliss and Asuka to regain and win back the Women's Tag Team Championship. So Damage Control are now once again the Women's Tag Team Champions. Drew McIntyre defeated Karrion Kross in a steel cage match, thus most likely ending the feud with Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross beat McIntyre at Extreme Rules, and tonight McIntyre got revenge and beat Karrion Kross here at Crown Jewel. The Judgment Day defeated AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson. Braun Strowman defeated Omos. Braun Strowman was getting dominated throughout the match, but he was able to win with his finishing maneuver. And I knew that the WWE was going to give the win to Braun Strowman because it's his first premium event match since his return, and he had to go over in that match. Bianca Belair defeated Bayley. That was the best match that Bayley had on her return to the WWE. I think Bianca Belair and Bayley put on a great performance. And in the main event, Roman Reigns defeated Logan Paul. And Roman Reigns is still the Universal Champion and the WWE Champion. So in other words, Roman Reigns is still the WWE Undisputed Universal Champion. I think coming into this pay-per-view, we all knew that Logan Paul's chances of winning were very small. However, Roman Reigns and Logan Paul did deliver a great match, and it was a very high-paced, back-and-forth match with a lot of action. So here are some images from Crown Jewel tonight. The first image I have for you is between Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. This was the opening match, and it was a match where Bobby Lashley dominated Brock Lesnar, but Brock Lesnar got a victory after he countered the Hurt Lock. So like I said last night on the pre-show, I do see this feud continuing and likely culminating at next year's WrestleMania or this upcoming WrestleMania in Hollywood, California. And like I said earlier, Damage Control regained the Women's Tag Team Championships by beating Alexa Bliss and Asuka. And Braun Strowman defeated Omos by hitting his running power slam on Omos. That was a really, really good match, even though Omos dominated Braun Strowman for most of the match. Drew McIntyre got revenge on Karrion Kross by defeating him in the steel cage match. I thought for a second during this match that Karrion Kross was going to get the victory, and I was like, holy shit, they're going to screw Drew McIntyre again. They already screwed him at Clash at the Castle. They screwed him at Extreme Rules, and now they're going to screw him at Crown Jewel. But fortunately, Drew McIntyre picked up the win by escaping the cage and screwing Karrion Kross in the end. I don't know why Triple H and the WWE are so big on Karrion Kross. He is very boring, at least in my personal opinion. And in the main event, Roman Reigns did what he always does, and he retained successfully the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. Now, I must say that Logan Paul absolutely 100% delivered in the main event. He definitely put forth the effort, and he delivered a high-quality show. Roman Reigns and Logan Paul definitely deserve a round of applause, and they're definitely going to get it from me as a WWE fan, because Roman Reigns and Logan Paul delivered what could have been a 3-star match, but they delivered a 10-star match, in my opinion. And even though Logan Paul suffered some injuries, he did deliver as a superstar. He looks like he's been wrestling for years, but this is Logan Paul's 3rd match, and look how good he delivered. So overall, I am going to go ahead and give Crown Jewel 100 rating. Absolutely perfect. Crown Jewel gets an A+. So the 2022 version of Crown Jewel gets an A+ from yours truly, Legendary Alex Cardinale. There was absolutely nothing wrong with Crown Jewel. The best match of the evening is hard to pick because they were all great. But in my opinion, the best match of the evening for Crown Jewel this year was Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley, coming in at number 3. The second best match of the evening was Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross. And the best match overall for Crown Jewel was the main event, Roman Reigns and Logan Paul for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. The best match was the main event. I really enjoyed WWE Crown Jewel. So if you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend checking out Crown Jewel right now on Peacock in the United States and the WWE Network elsewhere. So for the next few weeks, there's going to be no wrestling topics here on Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. But on November 26th, there's another pay-per-view airing, and that is Survivor Series War Games. And I will preview Survivor Series War Games on that edition of Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. And that week's edition of Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale will be airing early because Survivor Series War Games is in Boston, Massachusetts, in the United States of America. And that means it'll be airing at 8 p.m. Eastern. So I, as a WWE fan, will be watching Survivor Series. So Survivor Series War Game is at 8 p.m. on November 26th. So Saturday Live on Saturday, November 26th, will air at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific that day. But we have several weeks to go before we even have to worry about Survivor Series War Games. Well, now we go from one sport, WWE, to another, and that is my favorite NFL team. It is now time to talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Well, last week the Buccaneers played Thursday night football and they lost to the Ravens in a close game. This week the Buccaneers return to Sunday football. NFL Week 9, the Buccaneers take on the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams eliminated us from the postseason last year, and now the Buccaneers look for revenge tomorrow night on CBS. NFL Week 9, the Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams taking place at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. So it's the Bucs and the Rams tomorrow night on CBS. It's definitely going to be a battle. And who needs to win more? Definitely Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. Both teams are struggling. The Rams are struggling, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are struggling. But if the Buccaneers win tomorrow, the Buccaneers will go 4-5, which is a lot better than 3-5. So I am hoping that the Buccaneers can pull a miracle and get a victory tomorrow night as they take on the Los Angeles Rams. We definitely need a win more. Now, NFL Week 10, the Buccaneers are going to Germany. The Buccaneers will be taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks in Germany next week. So I can't wait to see what happens there. But if the Buccaneers win tomorrow's game, we'll go to 4-5. Then if the Buccaneers go to Germany and beat the Seahawks there, the Buccaneers will go back to 500, and the Buccaneers will go to 5-5. And we definitely need that to happen, especially with our 3-5 record now. Anyway, here is my prediction for tomorrow's game. And like I said, the game tomorrow will air live, 4:25 p.m. Eastern on CBS. Week 9, Bucs Rams, 4:25 p.m. on CBS. And I am predicting the Buccaneers will get back on the winning train. And I am predicting the Buccaneers will defeat the Los Angeles Rams 28-21 tomorrow night. So hopefully next week on Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale, I will be happy, I will be joyful, and I will be talking about the Buccaneers' victory over the Rams in Week 9. And we'll get ready for Germany next week. Well, baseball is not over yet. The World Series is still going. So hopefully next week I will talk about the Philadelphia Phillies as the World Series champions. But I honestly must say that as of right now, there's a strong possibility that the Houston Astros will be the World Series champions. And Dusty Baker may end up winning his very first World Series. Well, that's all the sports chat that I have for you on this week's edition of Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. Are you hungry for some sugar? Are you hungry for some sweets? It's time for one of my newest segments here on Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale, and it's time to Crumbl. Crumbl cookie menu reveal right here, right now, on Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale.
Whoa! Dude! It's the guy who says that thing.
Let's get ready to crumble!
I like your face paint.
Bow!
Oh, come on!
Let's get ready to crumble!
There you are again.
No desserts.
Wait. Hey!
Let's get ready.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, so here was the Crumbl cookie menu for this week. It is no longer available since Crumbl Cookies is closed on Sundays. But tomorrow, Crumbl Cookie will reveal the new menu for this upcoming week. But this was the Crumbl Cookie menu for the week of October 31st through November 5th. They had a Snickers cookie. The name of that cookie was Peanut Butter Nougat featuring Snickers. It was a blast of flavors, including peanut butter, nougat, vanilla bean, and milk chocolate, all topped with tasty Snickers candy pieces. They had a cornbread honey cake. A cornbread cookie doesn't really sound that good. But a cornbread and honey delight. A warm cornbread cookie topped with sweet honey cream cheese frosting, a drizzle of golden honey, and a crunchy cornbread streusel. Sugar cookie featuring Mother's Eerie Critters cookies. A spooky vanilla treat oozing with melted white chips, a smatter of sprinkles, and finished with Mother Eerie Critter cookies. Blue Monster featuring Chips Ahoy, a very delicious cookie this week. This was a cookie popping with brown sugar, semi-sweet chocolate chips, and Chips Ahoy cookie crumbs, then swirled with creamy blue vanilla frosting and finished with a mini Chips Ahoy cookie. Almond Coconut Fudge, a rich chocolatey cookie topped with a spread of sweet coconut, melty milk chocolate, and crunchy almonds. And finally, Milk Chocolate Chip, the classic you can't go wrong with. Thick, soft, and packed with milk chocolate chips. And that was this week's Crumbl cookie menu. And I have to say, it was a great menu. This week, I tried 2 of the flavors. Well, my brother and I tried 2 of the flavors. My brother and I are diehard Crumbl cookie fans, and they were really good this week. So this week, my brother and I tried the Chips Ahoy cookie and the sugar cookie from Crumbl, and they were very, 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 very good. They were off the hook, and they were delicious. So if you did not get them, well, you definitely missed out because they were very delicious. So what cookies will be in store next week? We'll have to find out. I cannot wait to go over Crumbl Cookies menu for this week, next week on Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. I am dying for them to bring out the Twix cookies. That is the one cookie I am really wanting to try from Crumbl, and hopefully that cookie makes its return this week so that I can actually review it. If they do that cookie this week, I will literally film a cookie review for next week's episode. So, Crumbl, if you're watching this, make the Twix cookie public and make it on the menu for next week. I'll buy it and I'll give you my honest thoughts on it. If it does not come out this week, whatever week the Twix cookie comes out, I will do an official review. Because if there's one thing you should know about Legendary Alex Cardinale, as much as I love Crumbl cookies, I love Twix. Twix is my favorite chocolate. Ever since I was a young boy, I have always loved Twix. So hopefully, very soon, I will get my hands on a Twix cookie from Crumbl Cookies. All right. Now it is time for some laughs. I'm sure you laughed earlier at our guest, but now it's time to have some laughs for real because it's time for our 10 funny videos. Are you ready for our funny videos? Let's go ahead and get right into it. Our first video is something that would offend somebody in 2022. Check it out.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
That's very true. Basic science. Girls have a vagina and boys have a penis. There is no way around it. All right, let's see our next funny video.
You know who my husband is? Where's your manager? I need your manager right now. Right now.
Okay, I'll be right in a moment.
Oh my goodness. This is unbelievable. I need your manager. Hold on. What's taking...
Yes, how can I help you?
Do you seriously think you're funny? Is this some kind of joke? You're going to hear from my lawyer.
I'm the manager.
That was a good one. I enjoyed that video. The way he came out as the manager is funny. All right, let's check out our next funny video.
Hi! Hi! I'm calling the cops right now!
For what?
Because you're psycho! You videotape kids up at Barry!
No, what are you talking about? This is because I had a car towed from out in front of my car. Okay, do it then, Bob! Hey, Bob! I will press charges against you when you call the cops. Go ahead, Bob. Go ahead, Bob. Or what? Or what?
Wow, nothing more than a couple of loudmouth rednecks. Well, here is our Karen video for the week. I think we're going to get a good laugh out of it.
Excuse me, I need to report a robbery.
Oh my god, did you call the cops?
Not yet. I still wanted to give you a chance to give my money back.
Excuse me?
I'm not going to ask again.
Ma'am, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm talking about my $20 that your establishment stole with your rigged slot machines.
What? Are you deaf? Are you joking?
Do I look like I'm joking?
Ma'am, our casino's not robbing you every time you don't win.
I am very good at slots, okay? I would not have lost unless you did something illegal.
It's a game of luck. You can't be good at it.
Maybe you can't be good at it, but I certainly can.
Oh my god, if I give you $20, will you please go?
Obviously.
Then here.
Fantastic. Now I can prove to you how good I am at slots.
That's a funny video. Let's check out our next funny video. I think this is the video where I say the guy is a MVP. Why? Well, he doesn't let a woman take advantage of him. Check it out.
I heard this restaurant is hella good, like 5 stars, you feel me? We finna be eating good tonight.
I'm cold, babe.
Okay.
I'm cold.
Alright, well, let's hurry up and get you in the restaurant, so you feel me?
Why wouldn't you just give me your jacket?
Let's hurry up and get to the
Why
restaurant.
wouldn't you just give me your jacket?
You're not putting enough peppy on step like you want to be in the
And
look.
you're not being a fucking gentleman.
And you acting like it's sunshine and rainbows. You acting like the sun is out right now. Let's hurry up. Let's get in the restaurant and where it's warm. You feel me? This is my jacket. I brought it. You left one. I said, do you want to bring a jacket? You didn't say anything. You feel me? So you know what you could do? You could stand out here and freeze since you want to keep playing with me. You want to get mad at me and yell? Freeze. Man, fuck she thought this was, bro. I told your ass, you feel me? Bring a fucking jacket. Now you want to sit here and get fucking mad at me when you don't have a fucking jacket and now you cold. Like, shit is crazy, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, my mama, it's not that fucking hard, bro.
That's a good one. That is how I would treat a woman like that. You're responsible for your own selves. A man's not supposed to be responsible for you. So anyways, the next funny video I have is a teacher acting psycho. Check it out.
No.
Are you okay? Can I take a look at this? Does anybody know about this photo? Let me rephrase. Who doesn't know about this photo? Hey! You got a human being sitting right here. Give me your phones. Down! Phone. Give me your fucking phones. Phone. In the bucket. Phone. Sociopath. Goddamn emotional fucking terrorist. Hey! I bet you're fucking looking at me now!
Hey, you! What do you think you're
He beat the lawnmower guy's ass for some reason. So here's the next video. I think we're gonna laugh at it.
You boys using this chair?
No, it's all yours. Thanks, Chief.
Dude, I think those firemen think I'm the chief of the fire department. No, they don't. That's just something people say.
Did you just say you're the chief of the fire department?
No, he's not the chief.
Yes, I am. How can I help?
My husband just called. He said my house is on fire.
We're on it. Let's go, boys. You got it, Chief. The engine's running. Martinez, grab my ass.
He's not the chief. Oh my God, my baby's up there.
Then it looks like I'm going in. You'll die if you go in there, Chief. I took an oath when I became Chief.
No, you didn't, because you're not the chief.
Don't get him. He's gonna kill himself. The whole house is coming down. Talk to me, kid.
Where the hell is he?
Hey, Chief, take the kid. Toss it. Yeah! It's gonna blow! Matt was the best fireman I ever knew. But god damn it, he was an even better chief.
He's not the chief!
Can you keep it down, Chief?
Did you just say you're the chief of the fire department because my house just caught on fire again?
Martinez, get the engine running, let's go!
That was a funny video, Chief. All right, so New York Giant fans, I need you to explain this one to me.
That's right. Keep walking, big man. Mind your business. Mind your damn business. That's right. Yeah. Mind your business. What? What? Mind your business, player. Mind your...
Looks like he's getting a hand job in the middle of a football game.
Oh, you've got the prettiest set of green eyes I've ever seen in my... Oh!
I have a wife!
Oh!
That's funny. All right, well, this last funny video is for all those people that hate the cops. And it's very, very true.
If you hate cops just because they're cops, the next time you get in trouble, call a crackhead. I'm John Kennedy, and I approve this message.
That's right, all you cop haters out there. Next time you get in trouble, don't call the police. Call a crackhead. Well, those are all the funny videos I have for you this week. Next week, I'll have some more funny videos for you to laugh at. Those were all some really good, funny videos. So this has been an amazing show thus far. Are you guys ready for history in 4 weeks? Last week, I made the record-breaking announcement and the historic announcement that on December 3rd, Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale will celebrate its 25th episode. And now it is just 4 weeks away. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. In 4 weeks, Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale will celebrate its 25th episode. And so far, there have been 2 confirmed guests for the 25th episode of Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. The first confirmed guest is my friend, Jeremy Stellhorn. What will Jeremy and I have to talk about in 4 weeks? The second guest is a good friend of mine, and more importantly, I have never had the opportunity to interview this man in quite some time. The last time I had him on a podcast was quite nearly almost a decade ago. My friend Slashmaster 1989, for the very first time in almost over a decade, will be back on my YouTube channel. Slashmaster 1989, aka Jeff Edwards, will be the second guest on the 25th episode of Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale in just 4 weeks. I also will be doing 2 recipe demonstrations. I will do a cooking recipe and a baking recipe demonstration. It will most likely be a cookie recipe since December is the holiday Christmas season. There will also be something fish related and a lot more awesome surprises and everything you love about Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. So in just 4 weeks' time, get ready for Saturday Live's 25th episode, Saturday, December 3rd, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, right here on my YouTube channel, the Legendary Alex Cardinale. That is going to be phenomenal, and that is going to be something to definitely look forward to. Well, tropical fish keepers, I hope you're ready to learn about the Pearl Gourami, because now it is time to welcome Aqua Alex to the show. It's time for the fish of the weekend.
It's time to chat tropical fish. Let's welcome Aqua Alex Cardinale to Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. Aqua Alex will be discussing a species of tropical fish each and every week. It will either be a freshwater or saltwater tropical fish species that is in the aquarium hobby and can be kept by aquarium hobbyists. Aqua Alex has kept many different species both fresh and salt. He has knowledge mostly on cichlids, catfish, monster fish, and many others. What fish is up for discussion today? Ladies and gentlemen, dive into the fish tank. Get ready to welcome the one and the only, Aqua Alex. Here is the one and the only South American and monster fish keeper Aqua Alex.
Hey fish keepers, happy Saturday everyone. I hope all my fish keeping viewers are having an awesome weekend so far. Today's fish of the weekend is the Pearl Gourami. You know, just recently I have taken a liking to gouramis. I have an albino giant gourami in my 125-gallon aquarium, and I wanted to have some gouramis in my 75-gallon aquarium. So last month I went to the Petco right across the street from my job, and they had some awesome gouramis. They had pearl gouramis and they had opaline or blue gouramis. And I decided that I wanted to get the pearl gouramis. The pearl gouramis are very beautiful. And I was wondering if you could have a school of them. And the employee at Petco recommended to me that you can, as long as you have more than 5. So I purchased 6 pearl gouramis, and I have 6 pearl gouramis in the 75-gallon behind me. I have to say that I missed out on gouramis all the years that I've been in the aquarium hobby. They're a pretty cool fish, and they're also very hardy. So tonight I'm going to have a blast talking about the Pearl Gourami on the fish of the weekend. So before I get started on talking about the Pearl Gourami, let's see my Pearl Gouramis in my 75-gallon aquarium right now. So this is a video of my Pearl Gouramis. It is not the best video. However, you'll see 6 of my Pearl Gouramis in the 75-gallon aquarium. They share their 75-gallon with a blue opaline gourami, and in a large aquarium like a 75, you can have gouramis together in an aquarium. My Pearl Gouramis live with clown loaches, red-tailed botia loaches, geophagus, mollies, tetras, angelfish, and all other fish, and they get along with all the fish perfectly. So enjoy the video of my Pearl Gouramis.
I don't want that used as a pet towel. Yeah. Put it in a laundry room, Alex. I don't want that as a pet towel.
Yes, I know.
I got a massive headache.
So as you can see, the Pearl Gouramis are gorgeous, and those were my Pearl Gouramis, which are 100% healthy. Now let's learn about the Pearl Gourami, the fish of the weekend for November 5th episode of Super Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. Pearl Gouramis can be found in Malaysia, Thailand, and the islands of Borneo and Sumatra in Indonesia. So Pearl Gourami's natural habitat is in Asia, and you'll find them in Malaysia, Thailand, and the islands of Borneo and Sumatra. They've also been found in northern South America on occasion, but this is due to human intervention and not a natural migration. In their natural habitat, the Pearl Gourami spends most of their time in the top half of whatever body of water they're in. This is typically in acidic waters such as swamps, but they have been known to find their way out to more stagnant tributaries, low rivers, and lakes from time to time. The Pearl Gourami has been known to grow 4 to 6 inches in length, so it will require a 40-gallon breeder at the minimum, 55-gallon, 75-gallon, etc. Pearl Gourami, awesome fish to keep, but keep them in a 40-gallon breeder and larger. Their diet is really simple. Mine love frozen bloodworms, mysis shrimp, chopped up tilapia, and flakes. Keep them with other gourami species in a large aquarium, tetras, mollies, barbs, Corydoras catfish, and more. I'm going to do an entire species profile on the Pearl Gourami, so stay tuned for that on Aquatic Wetline. Next week, I'll talk about the other gourami that's in my aquarium. Next week's fish of the weekend will be the blue opaline gourami. Have a great rest of your weekend, and thank you for watching Aqua Alex's Fish of the Weekend here on Super Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. All right. Thank you, Aqua Alex, for educating us on the Pearl Gourami. What an amazing show so far. And next week, we have an awesome show coming your way. Let's see what's in store for next week's edition of Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. Check it out.
Next Saturday, November 12, 2022, it's another action-packed episode of Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. Thanksgiving facts and topics continue. Our special guest next week is author of the murder mystery The Truth of the Unknown Interpreter, Paul Arimoni. Paul will tell us about his book. Chef Alex will show us how to make his delicious specialty, which is an Italian favorite. Learn how to make spaghetti pie next week. Aqua Alex will discuss the blue gourami, which is also known as the three-line gourami, as the fish of the weekend. All that and more, including funny videos, Thanksgiving chat, Tampa Bay Buccaneers chat, and so much more. Live Saturday, November 12, 2022 at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, right here on YouTube channel The Legendary Alex Cardinale.
That's right. Next week we have an action-packed show coming your way. One final segment for this week's Super Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale, and that is with Tweety the Blue and Gold Macaw. Here is what's currently trending on Twitter and social media right now. The Houston Astros The Houston Astros have won the 2022 World Series. Unfortunately for me, as a Yankees fan, that means the Houston Assholes are the World Series champions. That is enough that I'll talk about that. I'll no longer talk about the Houston Astros anymore. As far as I'm concerned, baseball is over. And now we're getting ready for the Super Bowl, NFL, and WrestleMania, and next baseball season. And hopefully the Yankees will resign Aaron Judge. Roman Reigns is trending alongside Crown Jewel because Crown Jewel took place today in Saudi Arabia, and that was a really good event. Brock Lesnar is also trending at the moment. United States elections is trending because this coming Tuesday we must vote for our governors for our respective states. And I am probably going to vote for Ron DeSantis here in Florida. What else is trending here? Let's see. Enough about baseball. I've already talked about that. A lot of college football is trending. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish beat the Clemson Tigers 35-14. That is what's trending here on November 5th, 2022 for this week's episode of Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. Well, I want to thank everyone for watching this week's episode of Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. I want to thank Tom the Talking Turkey for being an amazing guest. Thank you, Tom, for coming on short notice. I want to thank Chef Alex for showing us how to make delicious pumpkin whoopie pies. I want to thank WWE fan Alex Cardinale for reviewing Crown Jewel, and also Aqua Alex for discussing the Pearl Gourami. But more importantly, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching this week's episode of Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. If you enjoyed the show, please give me a thumbs up and hit the like button. And if you enjoyed the show, share this show with your friends. Have a great rest of your Super Saturday. Have a great rest of your weekend. And I will see you next week for the next edition of Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. Remember, be thankful for everything you have this month. Happy Thanksgiving, and I will see you next Saturday.
Next Saturday, November 12, 2022, it's another action-packed episode of Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. Thanksgiving facts and topics continue. Our special guest next week is author of the murder mystery The Truth of the Unknown Interpreter, Paul Arimoni. Paul will tell us about his book. Chef Alex will show us how to make his delicious specialty, which is an Italian favorite. Learn how to make spaghetti pie next week. Aqua Alex will discuss the blue gourami, which is also known as the three-line gourami, as the fish of the weekend. All that and more, including funny videos, Thanksgiving chat, Tampa Bay Buccaneers chat, and so much more. Live Saturday, November 12, 2022 at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, right here on YouTube channel The Legendary Alex Cardinale.
It's time to be thankful and time to stuff our face with turkeys. It's Thanksgiving month, and I, Legendary Alex Cardinale, will host the second annual Thanksgiving Bash live Thanksgiving Day at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. Join me, Legendary Alex Cardinale, for the 2022 Thanksgiving Bash, live Thanksgiving Day, Thursday, November 24th, 11 a.m., 8 a.m. Pacific. I, Legendary Alex Cardinale, will talk about what I'm thankful for this Thanksgiving. I'll discuss my favorite Thanksgiving foods and memories. Plus, there will be appearances by Chef Alex Cardinale and Aqua Alex Cardinale. I'm sure Chef Alex will help answer your last minute Thanksgiving questions, plus give out good Thanksgiving cooking tips, as well as help you prepare a delicious turkey on Thanksgiving Day. What tropical fish topics will Alex bring for Thanksgiving? You'll have to tune in to find out. Plus, Legendary Alex Cardinale previews the NFL Thanksgiving football games and more. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Don't miss the Thanksgiving Day Bash. Live Thursday, November 24th, 2022, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific, right here on YouTube channel, The Legendary Alex Cardinale. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Go out and get those turkeys and tune in to the Thanksgiving Bash. Thursday, November 24th, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific, right here on the Legendary Alex Cardinale YouTube channel.